Yeah,
social media is always fucking around.
Yo, and bro, non-stop. So much so that Trump was like, "Fuck it, bro. I'm gonna make my own thing." Trump decided to create his own social media, bro.
Truth.
yeah. Truth Social is called.
Is it out yet?
No, they're taking sign-ups. Yeah, I've signed up for it just to see what.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's quite crazy because as soon as he announced it, the stock exploded, being like nearly 1,000% up. Like
it's publicly traded.
Yeah,
What do you mean the stock? What stock?
The company, the merged company that they.
What's the company called?
I forgot the name of the company specifically, but look it up. But yeah,
it's called Funware with a PH.
Funware.
But
okay.
It goes up by 471%.
Oh, recently, yeah, it was even 1,000 a few days ago.
1,000
for the big people who had it already.
Shiba what?
Yeah. So literally, they were making a lot of money from that, but everyone was posting the fact that, you know, the terms of services, how they all talk about freedom of speech, but look at the terms of services. I was thinking, you guys are so dumb. Look at the terms of services for Twitter.
Explain why one.
Because you know how the wording in terms of services is like, you know, if you say something, we have the right to take you off the platform, blah blah blah. Of course, this is because this is how all terms of services is just written. Legally speaking, they take as much control as they can from the user. But they never exercise majority of what they're saying. Even on Twitter, they never really exercise majority of what they say or any terms of service. It's just there how it is. But people obviously are taking it to the crazy levels only because it's Trump and that, because the point of the service is that it's meant to be freedom of speech. However, let's be honest, we all know it's not really going to be entirely freedom of speech, but at least it's someone who's trying. And we all know that Twitter, Facebook, Google, any of these social media giants, they're all left leaning heavily, proven in even scientific studies that have come out recently, showing that conservative posts are unfairly removed due to the actual content policies that label anything majority close to conservative as hate.
Oh shit, okay.
That's because what they say, oh, we don't do it unfairly. Yes, because your whole system is unfair from the beginning.
Okay.
It's crazy because, Jack Dorsey, like, obviously he's CEO of Twitter. I think he was a founder, and I think he still has like quite a large majority stakehold. I think maybe 20-30%. I don't know exactly the number. It's a less chatty podcast. But it, actually, funny enough, I'll show you since you're on this side. So he actually took a screenshot of the Truth social media, and he goes, I guess @Jack is taken because obviously normally he has Jack on Twitter.
Yeah.
Right.
And then some other guys got Jack's beard @Jack, and then he took another screenshot of, I don't know how he got this screenshot, but it's the guy on Truth social media is a guy called Jack who works for the company, and he goes, hey Jane, can you please have our moderation team take down that account and its post, which is some post talk about something.
Yeah.
And then the Janes goes, hey Jack, are you sure you want to do that? I mean, it's pretty big deal censoring that content, kind of an overreach. And then Jack on Truth Social goes, just take it down. And then obviously everyone's like, bro, Jack, why? Like Jack on Twitter, Jack Dorsey now, so many Jacks. Jack on Twitter, Jack Dorsey, why are you even screenshotting this? This is your Twitter, this is your account, like this is what Twitter does. They censor everyone anyways. Like, who the fuck do you think you are? Appealing to the audience, like, what the fuck?
Because he's trying to also show the fact, they're also censoring. It's like at least for what I need is some competition, someone to be out there to compete against these giants. Because again, what they've claimed for years is that they're not a public forum. They're not there to facilitate.
Yeah, they're
speech.
private companies.
And we know that, and especially when they were saying it 10 years ago and earlier, that there was going to come a point where where majority of the discussion happens. Majority of the discussion now, international discussion, is happening on these platforms. So they control it, like their countries, like their governments, and they make up all the rules on how you can and can't speak.
I mean, if you have enough users where you're basically larger than most countries in the world, are you not going to act like it?
Well, I'll act like whatever power I have, I'm going to act like it. But what I'm saying is the fact that they've claimed that for so long, and that's why we need people to compete against them, especially like whatever Trump is doing. Although maybe I know what he was going to put, he's going to become like another 4chan, but at least there's something out there that's trying to compete with these guys and put some pressure on these guys to at least allow for more content that isn't in line with your own political beliefs.
Yeah, exactly.
We need to see that.
Do you reckon it's going to succeed? It's going to become a thing?
People
gonna jump on it?
No, it's not going to succeed.
I think there might be another like Winnie the Pooh situation where if someone, if loads of people start talking shit about Trump and like referring to certain things, he's gonna start banning stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's gonna be like, what's that one called? Parlor, the one that went down because Amazon, all of them, once again, the social media companies, and
they're so good.
They colluded. They were like,
collude.
take it down.
Gone. And even now, like if my company, we're heavily on cloud services. If AWS takes us down,
if Bezos thinks, I don't like you guys.
Because the way you design your websites and your architecture around your servers, it's embedded on what they have there. You have to for us in some products that we have to rebuild from the ground.
Right. Okay.
If they take us down, it's a rebuild.
That's what Parler had to do. They had to like basically
serverless architectures and it's rebuild.
They had to spend months and months and months trying to rebuild, trying to find some other cloud hosting.
No one has what some of the stuff has. Like,
exactly.
And if you're banned on AWS, you're definitely not going to be building on Google Cloud.
Or Azure.
The minute they're going to be like, we're going to ban you too. Oh boys.
Exactly, bro. Oh my days. Corruption.